In this video, I'll be showing you how the silver bullet strategy made me pass my prop firm account. It made me pass my first ever one that I've ever taken, and you're going to be seeing exactly how you can use this one strategy in Euro USD or in GBP USD to completely dominate the markets and pass your own challenge too, right? So we have a whole checklist right here. We only trade within a London kill zone, which is from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. on a 5-minute time frame, okay? You need to mark out the highs and mark out the lows of Asian session. We need to identify which part of price actually gets liquidated first. Let me show you exactly what this means. So this blue area, highlighted area, is all Asian session. If you want this indicator, comment down below and I'll send it straight to you. It's completely free, by the way, right? So this is the lows and this is the highs of Asian session. Once I mark this out, what I need to do next is very simple, right? We need to identify which part of price gets liquidated first. So this means which part of price gets mitigated by price action first. So let's say the lows right here, because the lows have just been swept by this action right here. So this is our liquidity sweep. Once we do get this liquidity sweep, all we need to do from here on out is very simple, right? So after we get the liquidity sweep, we need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have been completely swept, all right? And we can reinforce our market structure shift with an engulfing candlestick if it's possible, right? So this means we need to find a market structure shift towards the upside first of all. So it needs to be an action like this. So we're looking for something like this. This was a horrible drawing. Let me just draw that again. So we're looking for an action like this where price will actually go back up after going down. This is the reversal we're going to be trading. So what I'm looking for now is a market structure shift towards the upside, right? So if I play price forward, keep it going, keep it going. There we go. We just got a very, very big engulfing candlestick right here. You can see how large it is. And after we did actually get this candle, we're going to be marking out our fractional high. But which one is the fractional high, right? You might be asking that. Which one is the fractional high? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Okay, there's 4 highs, right? So let me tell you exactly which one the market structure shift. So what we're actually looking at right now is this candle right here. It's because the candle before it and the candle after it did not go above it, right? So this is the highest one, which means this is the most recent fractional high. It could work with this one too if we were talking about this one. So this will be a market structure shift as well. And this will be a market structure shift as well, right? But this is the high engulfing candlestick one, which will be we will actually be using it. So this is our market structure shift. And once we do get a market structure shift now, all we've got to do is mark out our fair value gap, identify a fair value gap, overlap it with a market structure shift for a higher probability, and then we execute the trade from then on. That's all that's left to do to pass your prop firm challenge. But just before that, if you're in drawdown or you're even thinking of getting a high capital prop firm account, 400k, 300k, 200k, 100k, if you're looking at any of these sizes, listen carefully, okay, because you're looking at MS Pass service right now, because Marco went from making 0 to 12k a month in 30 days with working with us, okay? Got a $12,000 payout because Marco failed 6 different challenges before coming to us. But once he came to us, this is what we did to him. MS Pass covered 25% of his 200k account cost. We covered 25% of it, okay? And we also passed his phase 1 and phase 2 evaluation in 5 days. After that, we managed his account for four consecutive months, okay? He gets to keep 70% of the profits and we only take 30% of the profits from the payout, okay? If we fail or if you don't like any part of the process, if you're not satisfied, you get a full refund and you get $500 on top to cover any account cost, right? So there's only one space left. You need to click the first link in the description right now to join us, because the account passing and the management is completely free and we cover 25% of your account cost. So what are you actually looking back at? Literally the least thing you can come out of this service with is a refund and $500 straight to your PayPal, okay? So click the first link in the description and start with this, right? But let me just mark out my fair value gap right here from here to here. So all that's left to do is place my buy limit right here, place my stop loss just below all this area of rejection right here. You can see, so placing it somewhere around here and placing my take profit as a 1 to 3 or 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio, anywhere around 1 to 2.5 to 1 to 3, right? So as soon as we've done that, let me just move this over. Now what I'm going to do is place price forward. You can see how it's entered right there. It's nearly hit stop loss, but more buying pressure came through. And you can see right there, it's completely smashed our take profit and even more, okay? You can see this strategy works so well. And if you start using this, you will see so much progress within your trading, right? If you use this and you actually journal, right? I'm going to be showing you on a fundamental level how the strategy actually works, so you can get a good idea for how to actually, you know, get started, right? So you can see this is the highest point right here. and this is the lowest point of agent session. Okay, once we actually do have the highest and the lowest point of agent session, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, right? All we've got to do is mark out our liquidity points. So as soon as it sweeps one of the liquidity points, let's say it swept the highs, this will be our liquidity sweep. As soon as it swept the highs, what we need to do is find a market structure shift, right? So we're looking for price to do one of these type of moves, and as soon as it does one of them type of moves, this is what we need to do. We need to mark this out as our market structure shift, because it would have taken out a fractional low right then. And now all we're doing is actually marking out our fair value gap at the same time, and now we're placing our short position right here. Okay, as soon as we place a short position right there, placing our take profit on this line right here, it will be a 1 to 2.5 or whatever. And now all we're going to be needing to do is wait for price to actually go back up to this area, hit the FVG a few times, and now come down and completely smash our take profit. This is exactly how you can start the strategy, and I've just given you the whole blueprint of how you can actually start using this, and you can see the structure of it is very, very well, and it just always prints money, right? This is the checklist right here. It works on S&P 500, gold, GBP USD, Euro USD, and NAS 100, right? All of these it works on. Now all you've got to do from here on out is literally click the first link in the description, buy an account with us. We'll pass your phase 1 and phase 2, and we'll manage your account for 4 months, right? And we will obviously get you payouts, 4 different payouts, and you get to keep 70%. We only take 30% of it. There's only 1 space left, so make sure you join as fast as possible. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the demonstration and the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.